Hello everyone, welcome back to the Football Brotherhood YouTube channel. We're in our new studio. I'm with my brother Christian. How are we, mate?
I'm good, man, and the new studio's looking fresh in it, so yeah,
Yes, sir.
I'm buzzing to be here, lad.
That's it. As you can see on the telly, my gap now is down to 6 points, and I feel like Mikel Arteta for the last 3 seasons is the only way I can explain it. You know that the winner... The loser has to do the hottest chili on planet Earth here, and I am dreading it.
You're not going to start grappling me off corners, are you, when I'm doing my predictions, all that shite?
What's the Arteta version of predictions? Just copying yours?
We all know. Yeah, it's definitely that.
What do you think of this one? Right. Let's get into it. Game week 30, man. It's a biggie. It's crunch end of the season. There's not long to go. Obviously, City had a bad one last night, but stick around. We're going to do a separate episode on that, on Baldy's team selection. Right, game 1. We've got Burnley hosting Bournemouth. I think we both agree Burnley are done, Christian. They are still, obviously, second bottom. I think they're about 9 points adrift now of West Ham and safety.
I feel a bit sorry for them. We say this a lot. They huff and puff. I feel like they make a good account of themselves most weeks. But they're just not got enough, and they're going to go back down. So, yeah, I think me, personally, I reckon Bournemouth, they've been a bit up and down. I think they're going to do enough here. It'll be tight. I'm going 2-1 Bournemouth, though. I
mean, Bournemouth, they've drawn the last 3. Burnley have lost the last 2, though. So, yeah. You're going with a away win here, yeah?
Yeah, away win. 2-1.
Right. I'm going to go 2-2. I think Burnley have got the odd result recently. Obviously, it's nowhere near enough to get out of the hole they're in. But at the same time, Bournemouth have drawn 4 of the last 5. So I'm going to go with that for this. And look, I really need this to be right. I don't know if that's edgy or not. See, I need to be going for the obvious ones, but
I think it is. I think you're sticking your neck on the line again. I mean, a draw's always difficult, isn't it?
I do, yeah. Okay, right. Let's go on to the next one, mate. Okay. Sunderland, Brighton. Oh, God. A thriller under the lights at the Stadium of Light. Right, look. Yeah. Sunderland, they got a lot of gassing up on this channel for a long time, and it's fell off a little bit now. They have won the last game. They drew the game before that, and then they had 3 straight losses. So, look, they dropped down to 11th. Brighton are up to 14th after winning 2 of the last 3. I thought they've been abysmal this season as well. How they're 14th is ridiculous. But they are below Palace, for example, who really were dicing with relegation themselves till they got 3 wins in the last 5. So what are you saying for this one?
It's difficult to split them. Yeah, I agree with everything you said. Sunderland, we give massive credit to, especially Granit Xhaka as well. I think the turn of the year, they've struggled. And they've not been able to hit any sort of form, have they? It's been some weeks they've looked good, and then it's back to shit. And it's difficult to split these two. Me personally, I'm going 1-1, Alex.
I've gone 1-1 as well. I know I'm not doing the Arteta tactics here. No, seriously, come on.
He's hugging me. You can see him round the corners. Fuck me.
Honestly, as you were speaking, then it was Declan Rice lining up a corner.
Literally.
Yeah, look, 1-1, Christian. I can't. It's that or 0-0. I ain't going anything other than a draw here. I think it's 2 average E-sides, and the form table reflects that. So
you can't stick your neck on the line for either of them to get this over the line, can you? So,
and this is look, it could be one of 3 results, and that's why it's been so difficult this season. Honestly, from Burnley to Brentford, it's just been hell predicting, and even the top 6 haven't been consistent either. So,
Alex, I was just going to say, you say that the top 6 are just up and down, aren't they? You never know what to say with them. So,
yeah, no, I hear you. Okay, let's get to another one, a bit more of an exciting game: Chelsea versus Newcastle at Stamford Bridge. I have got both teams played midweek, and obviously Chelsea got thumped last night in a weird game. The XG, PSG scored 5 and had an XG of less than 1. Anybody watching that game, let us know how the hell that happened. Is that
I didn't know that. Obviously, I was busy watching My Idiots, so I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. So, apparently, look, I mean, I saw Dembele's goal. I didn't think that was anything special. It was like he shifted it onto his right foot and put it in the corner. But look, anybody watch that can tell us exactly what the hell happened. Right, okay, look. Newcastle got an amazing win against United, 10-men United. United was shocking that day. I was not happy with that game at all. I'll obviously go and watch our post-game if you haven't, and you'll get a feel for how I was. And you obviously drew to Forest the same evening. Chelsea have been pretty decent enough. I say decent. They've won 2 of the last 5. In this season, that is decent. So
That's solid form this season, lad.
Newcastle had a good effort against Barca. I thought they were unlucky not to get the win, but yeah, I'm going to go 3-2 to Chelsea here. I can see some goals, but I can also see a home win. Newcastle are 12th, and I don't see it getting much better for them at the minute.
Yeah, so mine's similar to you. I've gone 3-1 Chelsea. Newcastle I feel really sorry for. I think midweek they made a really good account of themselves. Little bit unlucky, bit of a moment of madness, sticks his leg out at the end, gifts it. But yeah, I can see Chelsea putting them to it a little bit here. Chelsea have looked good in spells, and I reckon, they're going to be too much. 3-1.
I actually thought they might do a bit better against PSG last night, and look, they won the XG battle, but lost it 5-2. So I don't know, but yeah, look, it's Chelsea are 3 points off third, so it is a massive game. Third being my guys, so good game. Looking forward to that one. Okay, this isn't a game I'm looking forward to. I would rather go and watch Hyde United down the road from me. This is going to be this is going to be what? Just let them play rugby. Just let them play rugby union rules. The pair of them. I'm sorry, I'm not allowing Everton to get away with it after that Monday night against United. They were awful to watch. It's an entertainment sport. Now these two are going to stink it. Anybody watching this part of the video, firstly, thank you. Can you disagree with the fact this game's going to be horrible? I don't see anybody thinking this is going to be enthralling.
No, it's the battle of the bastards, this one.
Right.
It's absolutely terrible. I don't really know what to say. I mean, you look at Everton and the way they were playing against United and deploying these ridiculous tactics, which have been inspired by Arteta and Arsenal. And now other teams are running with it, especially the lower league teams. So they're thinking, well, we might as well fuck it. Especially a team like Everton who can't score. In a way, I don't actually blame them. If you look at their situation, they haven't really got anyone that can put the ball in the back of the net. So they're just making do with what they can. Arsenal, however, do have some real top players. They're deploying these tactics and they don't need to. They're doing it because they're just shithouses. But look, it's working. Who are we to say? What I've got here, Alex, might surprise you. I think it's going to be tight for the reasons we're both discussing. You know, you see Arsenal midweek struggling, gifting that bullshit penalty, by the way. Madueke felt a breeze from the guy's leg and he's just hit the deck. I think 1-1. I think they're going to struggle, Arsenal. It'll be tight. A lot of the bullshit that me and you were talking about will be taking place. I think they'll cancel each other out, though. It'll be 1-1, I reckon. Close.
Okay. Yeah, I did. Look, they've both won 3 of the last 5, so similar-ish form, although Everton have lost 2 in there. I'm going to go with an Arsenal win. I'm still going to lean home. I think, obviously, we're so tight in the standings between me and you. I think that's the obvious thing to do. But is it? I don't know. Like you said, I mean, Everton are good for making... They're good for these games. They'll be rolling the sleeves up for this. But Everton, this is right up their street.
At home, but their overall home form is crap, innit? So it is kind of me putting my neck on the line more here. But I just have a feeling it's going to be drop points. By the way, I'm not even saying this in terms of a title race or me trying to get myself excited. It's my genuine opinion here. Arsenal struggle to score goals.
No, it's facts. Especially if you limit their set pieces. I'm not even taking the piss here. I'm going to go 2-0 though. So yeah, I'm going to go 2-0 Arsenal. Please prove us wrong and entertain the match goers and people tuning in on TV, man. It's not about your efficiency and your XG off set pieces. Entertain us. Right, your guys. Wow, well, this will be entertaining. Look, West Ham are... They've won, last 5 games, Christian. 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. That's really good for a team down there. And it's got them well in contention now with Forest and Spurs to get out of the mess they were in. And the form suggests they are going to get out of it. The other 2, who we're going to come to, are nowhere near them form-wise. Obviously, Tottenham have lost their last 500 games. And Forest have lost 3 of their last 5 as well. So, look... However, did City have a tough game last night? I don't really know what City were doing. It was a tough game, but I don't know if it was a tough game physically because I don't think you really put much effort in.
No, I agree. Yeah, look, with this one, it's a madness. I think West Ham, look, it's that typical cliche, innit? You know, when like you hear on Sky Sports, you don't want to be playing these teams that are fighting for their lives at the end of the season. I do agree. And West Ham are kind of the epitome of that. They've really put some form together. I feel like they've been unlucky against you boys, especially. They should have got that one over the line. I do, however, think City will have just enough here. I think we will win 2-0. That is not because I think we're playing necessarily well or that we're going to be efficient in this game. I think you're going to see some of the same problems. I just don't think West Ham are going to have enough to trouble us. Yeah, I mean, I won't go too deep into the City issues now we're playing at the moment. We'll do a separate video on that, Alex. If anyone wants to catch up on that, I will blitz them boys because I can't do 30 seconds on how shit we were last night and how unhappy I am with Pep currently. I think that needs to be more like a 30-minute video. If I get going, I won't stop, mate.
Yeah, no, very, very fair. Yeah, look, we're going to post another video on that, so please go and check that out and let us know what you think of Man City specifically last night. Look, Real Madrid had a good game plan, but they were missing all their big boys really, and it could have been 4-0, could have been worse. So, look, I'm going to give City the win here. Don't feel great about it because I do think West Ham will have watched that. Well, we all watched that last night, and they're going to look at Valverde getting a hattie and think, well, okay, well, why not us, sort of thing. I'm going to go City 2-1. I'm going to go City 2-1, but I just don't feel great about it. Look, we'll see. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is a dangerous game, man.
Just mentioning that guy, then I'd like to say a shout out Somerville. I think he's been superb.
Yeah.
Game I've watched recently. I tell you what, I didn't really see a lot of him. I'd be lying if I said I did. West Ham fans are no better than me. Anyone wants to drop a comment if you've seen this coming with this guy, but I really like the look of him.
Yeah, no, I do. Yeah, I think it reminds me of when City signed Sterling. Really, I think I could see City got to upgrade the wingers. Man, Jesus wept. That's
yeah.
We're going to talk about that on the other episode, like I said. So go check that out. Right, okay. Let's get on to the next one. We got Palace against Leeds. Leeds have edged. I mean, look, I'm saying Leeds have. We're not including them in the 3-team battle for relegation, Christian. But like, they're only 2 points above Tottenham and Forest. They're only 3 points off West Ham. So, and they've lost the last 2. They've not won in 4. So, and this is a winnable game. Do you think Leeds have got to get something here just to ease the concerns?
Yeah, I don't think they're in any sort of trouble, mainly because of the teams beneath them, especially Tottenham, to be fair. I think they're going to get this one over the line. Leeds will win 1-0. Palace, yeah, look, I know they've signed Strand Larsen, and they've picked up some real important points, but the Brighton game specifically. But yeah, I do think Leeds are going to have enough there.
Okay. I'm going to go 0-0. I think draw, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't mind that either.
I just think it's a big one for Leeds. I think it's a good opportunity to pick up points. I'm sure they'd love the win, but at the same time, that loss to Sunderland was a killer, really, because Sunderland ain't doing shit away from home, and to lose to them. It was a bad one for Leeds because it has just lured them back into a little bit of like, oh shit, are we safe? So I'm going to go 0-0.
Yeah.
Okay, Man United against hosting freefall Aston Villa. Aston Villa have won 1 in the last 5. I'm looking at the last 5 here, so it's probably worse than that, to be honest. They've lost the last 2. United did lose to Newcastle, and I don't think United have been great since fucking the Arsenal game, to be honest.
No, they're not.
Look, Man United and Villa are on identical points. United have got better goal difference. Villa have scored 39 league goals this year. That's so bad. That just to put that in context for how poor that attack is. Tottenham Hotspur have scored 39 goals. So Villa's attack is equal to Tottenham's this season, and there's a good 12 places between them. I think Villa they've broke the numbers, in my opinion. I think the numbers suggest they should be a lot lower than they are, and I think the next 9 games are going to reflect that.
You could say it's testament to them. Look, they did grind out a lot of results, a lot of close games. They got the upper hand in. So, fair play on one hand, but I do actually agree with you, Alex. I think if you look at them up top, they are lacking. When Rodgers drops off especially, I don't really know where the threat is coming from offensively for Aston Villa.
Oh, Watkins has fell off a cliff. That's probably him done now. He looks an old 30-year-old, doesn't he? I'm going to go with...
for you, mate.
Yeah. I think United should win, but I don't think we will win. I think I'm going to go 1-1, to be honest. I don't see the quick fix. Anybody can let me know what the fix is, because Carrick looks a little bit lost all of a sudden. He's just chucking he's chucking names on a team sheet. They ain't going to go together. And I said this about that front four. They'd be great on FIFA, them four, but they're not going to be great in real life. The midfield shit. I did a video on Casemiro. He ain't going to get any better. He can't pass water right now. And if Ugarte was passing the ball as bad as Casemiro, United fans would want him assassinated. But Casemiro's your cult hero. This is what we do. We love Maguire now. We love Casemiro. It's just what they do. They love a little bit of a sob story. So well done. Props to you. Can't pass 10 yards. But anyway, look, massive game. I think Kobbie Mainoo needs a performance massively. I don't care who your partner is. You can't play like that. You can't get bitched by Tonali, 10 men Newcastle like he did. And Casemiro. That's the
problem.
So, what are you saying? I mean, I don't know.
I think you made some fair points, first of all. Given what I said about Aston Villa, they are my genuine thoughts about this. I think it's going to be a close match. I actually think Villa are going to edge it. I think United have been really poor recently. I thought United have been, I think, like you said, they've been poor really for a long time. Certainly since West Ham, they've been lacking. I feel like they were getting results over the line, but they weren't necessarily convincing. Everton was another one. I think the Newcastle one was massively overdue against 10 men as well. I think that's a little bit damaging. United seem to be worse when they have time off. Let's see how they perform, but I'm going 2-1 Aston Villa, a shock defeat.
It would be a shock. I'd be very disappointed because I think they're terrible in a nutshell. So, look, I think anybody watching this knows I'm leaning well away from Carrick getting the full-time job. Not that it's all his problems, but I just don't think he's got the... Well, it's not I don't think. I know he's not got the... I know he's not got the CV for it.
It's the tactical nous. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for a team that can't keep possession to drop Amad Diallo for 4 strikers who don't give a shit about keeping the ball, it's just fucking madness to me. I ain't going to change my opinion. Not that Amad Diallo is the second coming of Christ, but it's just common sense.
You don't give Employee of the Month at McDonald's his own store to run, do you? Do you know what I mean? It's just not what you do.
Exactly.
So if United are going to run with it, you'll have the same repeat process as you did with Ollie. So
yeah. No, 100%. Okay, let's see how that goes. Right, let's get Forest against Fulham. Very fucking winnable for Forest, and I think they've got to win this. Fulham, they are the Gattuso meme. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. That's the best way I can explain them. To lose at home to West Ham is just a shocker, really, from Fulham's perspective. I don't know how that happened, but a massive one for West Ham.
Yeah.
Forest... Look, I don't know when their last win was, but it's not in the last 5 because I'm looking at it. They've lost 3 out of the last 5 and drew 2. Look, they got a great one at City. You've got to say, as poor as City are being at the moment, it's still...
Do you think that could be the catalyst for something?
If they beat Fulham, then you'd have to say yes. They've built on it. Yeah. If they don't beat Fulham, look. One of these teams. Oh, sorry, 2 of these teams has got to get a move on here. I don't know.
They're all limping, and it's who's limping the worst at the moment. It seems to be what it's coming down to. I've gone 1-1, so I have got Forest coming out with something. But I don't think they're going to do enough to get the win, man. I really don't.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know on this one. I've zigzagged all day.
It's a grim one, isn't it?
I'm gonna go 2-1 Fulham. I'm gonna go away win. I think Fulham are just better, and I'm going to lean that way. I think my gut instinct is Forest are going down, so I have to really predict accordingly, really. And this is a game that's, if Forest are going to stay up, they've got to win. I don't think they're going to win. I don't think they're going to stay up. Right, let's get on to these lot who got obliterated by Atletico Madrid. The players, they're checked out. The manager looks the most horrendous manager in the history of football. I don't know where they found this guy. I don't know what Tottenham are doing. It's like they're trying to do everything in their power to go down. I still don't think they will, but they have lost every single game out of the last 5.
You keep thinking, like, when you're having chats with your mates and stuff, and you're like, I just can't see Tottenham in the Championship. And I do agree with that sentiment, but the longer this is going on, and then when I spin the question, I'm like, well, can I see them scoring? Can I see them winning games? I actually can't. I think they have got a bunch of pussies in that squad that aren't very good at football. They have got some of the worst characters. Even their better players are absolute loom bins. You've got Van der Ven flying into tackles, getting away with a dodgy one. Should have been a red. You've got Romero. Christ, it's a shock if this guy goes 90 minutes without a red at this point. they're just not with it. Their more experienced players are so naive, and the young players are shit and aren't getting them anywhere. I don't see how they're going to start winning games. And that's why with this one, the only decision I was mulling over was, do I go Liverpool obliterating them, even though I'm not a big fan of this Liverpool team right now, or Slot. But do I go an obliteration, or do I go just a normal win? I've gone with 3-1, Alex. What are you saying?
I've gone 4-1. I have gone an obliteration. I totally echo your thoughts. They're there for the taking, and Anfield will be... It's a tough place to go, regardless of how shit Liverpool are. And Tottenham don't want to play anyone right now. They don't want to play Palace at home. They don't want to play Liverpool away. They don't want to play Atletico away. This ain't going to change. Right. They're going to get spanked. They're going to get spanked on Sunday.
Alex, I saw players midweek against Atletico Madrid, and they were chickening out of tackles, and they are getting heavily beaten. The one thing you can do is make a bit of an account for yourself. Leave a tackle in. Do you know what I mean? They weren't bothered. Yeah. They weren't arsed. They didn't want to be on the pitch. Terrible.
Yeah. And obviously the goalkeeper situation was abysmal from Tudor. They've got to sack him. What Tottenham need to do is they need to sack Tudor. They need to get Ange back. Get Amazon Prime to cover them for the next few weeks on a 30 million deal. Amazon will take that because it'll be... I mean, who isn't tuning into that at the end of the season?
That is best.
And get that guy to come in and go, in his little gruff Australian accent, he'll keep him up, mate. That's what I want to hear. I want Ange back. Who's with me?
Yeah.
Any Spurs? Every Spurs fan's probably on board. It's Igor Tudor. What a ridiculous appointment. Especially Thomas Frank's an experienced Prem coach. Just leave him in the job. What were they doing?
What is it with Tottenham? Mourinho, look, me and you, Alex, we sort of align on Mourinho. We know his better days are very much past him. But they get to a final, they're like, no, we'll go with an ex-Tottenham player that's never really managed before. Let him run the final against City. They go and get pumped. They're just idiots. They really are a low IQ club from the top to the bottom.
Just from a Tottenham fan's perspective, if they do get relegated and Arsenal do win the league, which you'd have to say bookmakers have probably got that almost odds on right now. I mean, well, Arsenal favourites to win the league, one, and Tottenham are going to be very, very close to the other two odds-wise to go down.
On form, Tottenham are the worst team in the league, facts. So,
how do the fans recover from this? That Arsenal break their Premier League duck, and it is a massive duck, man. What the Wenger's last title, 2000, and someone's going to have to help us out here. 2003, 2004.
Yeah.
Sorry, am I right there? Was it the 90s? Fuck knows, I can't remember. Anyway, it's going back to the Thierry Henry days under Arsene Wenger. This is a 20-plus year drought for a Prem title that they should be ending, and Tottenham could go down in the same season. This is awful, right?
It's shocking. I mean, look, we were actually discussing this the other day, weren't we? You know, you're United, I'm City. And we were talking about how mad would this be if it was documented on YouTube, this journey that one of us is in absolute peril. The other one's on the brink of glory. And let's be fair, they're in 4 competitions, man. They could do the unthinkable. As much as I don't think they will.
No.
I don't think they're going to be able to do that. But the thought of a Tottenham fan that's going to have to live with maybe a brother who's... I know, shout out, by the way, Toby on the Big Six. And he does that. And his brother... His brother's Arsenal, he's Tottenham. I can't imagine the dynamic in this situation. It'd be better just speaking to them two and asking them how that's going on. Look, ridiculous. I don't think Tottenham are going to be able to stay up if they keep the manager they've got and the squad keeps on playing like it is. If they don't pick up from how they are playing week to week, Alex, they are going down because Forest and West Ham do play better. So.
Yeah, I think West Ham will come 16th. I think Tottenham will come 17th. I think Forest will go purely because I'm backing Tottenham. Spoiler alert: the next game week, I'm backing Tottenham to beat Forest, and that is a must. Look, I think it's fair to say the loser of that's gone.
Is that the lane? Is that why lane?
Yes, I think Tottenham are at home. Yeah, because they're away at Anfield this weekend. So Tottenham have got to win that, and I'm going to back them. But look, let's see, a 4-1, a 5-1, 6-1 crushing by Liverpool. Look, everyone's expecting a loss, but no.
Alex, it's weird though. You say that. I hear what you're saying about the Forest thing and that you'd expect them to maybe win that game. But I was watching the Crystal Palace one, and they had them at home, and before the red card, they were getting battered in transitions. I mean, though, in fairness, not even in transitions. They were getting pinned back. They were getting pressed into oblivion. Tottenham was struggling for about 11 minutes and couldn't get out of their half at the start of that game. I don't know where they've got to improve this level. They can't keep playing at this level. They will be in the Championship.
Facts. I hear you. Okay, last game of the weekend. We've got Brentford hosting Wolves. Brentford, low-key, 7th. Very winnable game here. Wolves are bottom of the league, although they've had a great comeback. They've won back-to-back games, including a brilliant one against Liverpool.
Alex, if Wolves win here, are we talking about, are they more likely to stay up than, say, Burnley? Honestly, you actually would be.
Well, yeah, they'll go level on points with Burnley if Burnley lose and they win. So, incredible, really. They've had
where they were.
Yeah, I know. It's getting to the point now where the fans are probably looking at this going, fuck me, we could have stayed up this season if you were just average at the beginning. But they were all-time, like, record-breaking bad. And they've got to be record-breaking good now. Look, let's just do a very quick maths. 8 wins will get them 24 points. 24 points will put them on 40. But no, look, seriously, they're not going to win.
They need Carlos Tevez, West Ham sort of.
Yeah.
So I mean, look, if they've got something in the ranks, or someone wants to go berserk, maybe Mane, I don't know, but yeah, I can't see it. But mate, what an effort!
They've also got Tottenham coming up as well. I saw that before, so look, massive one. I'm going to go for a home win here. The great escape of Wolves is not happening. Spoiler alert: they're not going to get 24 points out of 24. Brentford 2-0 for me.
Yeah, given what I just said, big respect for Wolves for turning this round, but I'm going 2-0 as well. Yeah,
okay,
so
fair.
That's a shame. It's either
brilliant.
Looks like we're on the same points for that one, whichever the outcome. But I reckon I've gone with some edgy ones, Alex. I think it could pay dividends for me. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, obviously, as you can see, we're at 6 points in the standings between me and my brother. We get 5 points for a correct result. Correct score, and then the correct outcome is 3 points if we don't get the score right. So yeah, if you want to let us know in the comments what you think of the predictions, give us yours, play along, we massively appreciate it, and we will be back next week to review these and give the next game week. What will be on 31 game week 31. Fucking hell. Okay. Yeah, game week 31. We'll be back for game week 31 predictions. We're going to do a City episode on Pep Guardiola, so stick around for that. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you all. Catch you on the next one.